Hey everybody, welcome back to Jack's Meat Shack. Finally we can cook outside. The weather is good, no rain, not a lot of wind. So today we're going to cook on the Traeger 850 Timberline. We're going to do some pork belly burnt ends. 1.5 kilos of pork belly. I've taken the skin off, cut it into cubes, dusted it in some cowboy coffee, and we're going to put it in the Traeger at 135 degrees Celsius and let it smoke. Let's see how we prepare it. Boom, as I said, pork belly. We're going to start off by cutting into slices and then we're going to cut it into cubes. If you aim for about 1 inch squared, that's the right sort of size. You don't want them too small because as they cook, they are going to shrink and you don't want them to dry out too much. So about 1 inch cubed, and then we're going to toss them in some rub, a little bit of binder to help the rub stick, and then they're going to go in the Traeger. That's roughly the size you want. I mean, look at that beautiful wedge of fat. That is going to cook low and slow. That fat's going to render down and it's going to permeate the rest of that meat, and they're going to be soft and gorgeous. This really is a winning recipe on any barbecue, but the Traeger is designed for low and slow cooking. We're going to set it to 135 degrees Celsius, and in about 4 hours time we'll be eating some sticky pork belly barbecue burnt ends. 1.5 kilos of meat. As you can see, that's made loads. That's enough for at least 4 people. So get a whole pork belly which can weigh sort of 6 to 8 kilos, you're laughing. As I said, binder, Frank's hot sauce is the one. I love this stuff. It's really tasty, nice bit of heat, not too much, won't blow your brains out, but it really does help the rub stick. And for the rub, we're using my very own cowboy coffee, made with no added sugar, nice hint of coffee, really well balanced with some onion and cumin. Works really well with white meat, pork and beef. So a couple of tablespoons of this over the pork belly bites. Now all I'm going to do is use my fingers and lightly move the pork belly. Oh, that one fell out. Oh, so that. Lightly move the pork belly bites around the bowl so the rub coats them evenly. Then, top tip, wire rack. Put them on a wire rack before you put them directly onto the grill, because when it's time to take them off, you don't want to be standing there with the lid open, taking one off at a time. Takes ages, makes the grill go cold. So put them on a wire rack, that way you can take them all off at once. Easy peasy, top tip from me. Then onto the Traeger, as I said, set at 135 degrees Celsius, and for about 3 hours we're going to monitor these, and every 45 minutes we're going to give them a little spritz with some apple juice that I've put into like a spray bottle, just so they don't dry out. This is about 1 hour in. As you can see, they've picked up a lovely bit of smoke colour. Some of that fat is starting to render down nicely. This is exactly where we want our cook to be. This is the sort of resistance you want from your pork about this stage. Nice, soft pork, fat starting to render down. And then hit them with some apple juice. About every 45 minutes, just so they don't go dry. And before you know it, we'll be taking these off, coating them in some barbecue sauce, and then putting them back on for around 1 hour so they render down further. Once you've got all your pork belly burnt ends into a bowl, what we're going to do is get some Traeger Sugar Lips barbecue sauce and coat the pork belly bites in this sauce. Then we're going to put them into some tin foil, or aluminum, as our friends across the pond like to describe it. And we're going to put some honey, some maple mousse butter, and a little bit of apple juice, just so they don't go dry. This is the stage now we really want those pork belly bites to become soft, and a little bit of butter, some honey and apple juice. This is going to create a nice liquid that they're going to steam in when we put them back in the Traeger. So double layer of tin foil, wrap them up nice and tight. They're going to go back in the Traeger and they're going to steam nice and gently until they become soft and squidgy. Be gentle, you don't want to pierce a hole in your tin foil, otherwise your apple juice is going to leak out all over the floor. Horrible mess, terrible, ants everywhere. So yeah, nice and tight. You don't want any of that steam to escape because otherwise your liquid's just going to evaporate and your pork belly's going to go dry. Back in the Traeger for 45 minutes. They're looking pretty good. I think we're nearly done. Let's get them out and have a check. That's the sort of consistency you want. Squidges under your fingers. Look at them, glistening, sticky, sweet, pork belly burnt ends. Thanks again for joining me at the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another video. Love you all.